This is Nefertiti, and in this video I'm going to share with you some of my hair history and the reason why I went natural in the first place. Well, let me first answer the question, when did I get my first perm? Or relaxer. I first got my first perm when I was 13 years old, and I had begged my mom to let me get a perm. She really didn't want me to, but I wanted it because I wanted to be able to straighten my hair with the flat iron and keep it straight, have that style for a while, because usually, when I had pressed my hair before or flat ironed it, it only lasts for like a day, and then it was all poofy right afterwards. So I wanted to get a perm so I can have it straight for at least a couple of weeks. So that was my reason for getting a perm. And my last perm was actually November 2007, so I've been natural almost 3 years next month. And before that, I did try to go natural, and I ended up getting a perm again. And when I first decided to go natural, my first attempt anyways, was June 2005. I had let my hair grow out to maybe 6 months, so my hair had grown out a little bit, and I had just cut it. And I was going to go and do the big chop and have my hair only like an inch long, but then when I went to the stylist, she said the style I wanted was kind of like a Halle Berry look, kind of short but curled, and she said without a perm I couldn't do that style because there's no way for her to be able to straighten it with the flat iron because it was just too short, and I didn't know how to style my natural curls, and I didn't want to use gel. I wanted to stop using gel all completely. So I felt maybe I could get my curls to look defined and beautiful with gel, but I didn't want to go that way. So I decided to go with what she decided to do and just cut where all the perm and dyed part off. I had dyed my hair like an orangish brown, so my roots are really grown out, so you could tell what was my natural hair and what was the perm and dyed hair. So she just cut off all of the perm and dyed hair, so I had all curly hair after she was done cutting it. So I did a semi-big chop my first time going natural. So my hair was around shoulder length, and I had cut it to where it's only an inch in the back, and then the rest of it, came like right here. My bangs were down here. That's my eyebrows, but I had them cut really short. So my hair was layered, and it was just a little short style. And the very next day, I tried to style my hair, and it just looked crazy. I didn't know what to do. My hair was short. I couldn't even put it in the ponytail, and I was like, oh, what am I going to do about my hair? So I just wore extensions most of the time. I braided my own hair for years, and I just wore my hair like that. And the downfall about wearing the extensions all the time like I did, my edges got a little shorter and thinner. But that's okay, because I stopped getting extensions a couple years ago. Not saying I won't ever go back, but I will braid my natural hair before I braid my hair with extensions again. And the reason why I had went natural the first time in the first place was because my hair looked so brittled and damaged from perming it wrong. I did my own perms, and I only got 8 to 9 perms ever in my life, but I would perm all of my hair each time instead of just perming the roots. So my hair got really brittle and damaged, and I had only dyed it once, and that was towards the end before I went natural. And I used to flat iron it a lot and use heat on it almost every other day when I didn't have extensions. So I was just doing a lot of damage to my hair. So that's why it looked the way it did. And I thought the only way I can have long hair and healthy looking hair was to go natural, which isn't true. I just need to start taking better care of it. But my hair has stayed the same length for years, and I thought my hair didn't grow, but obviously after I dyed my hair, I get to see all my new growth. I'm like, oh, my hair is growing, and the reddish brown part was getting shorter and shorter. So it let me know that my ends were just breaking off constantly. So that's why my hair seemed not to grow. It was growing, it was just breaking off at the same rate that it was growing. So it was all about taking better care of my hair. So I had stopped doing the perms, and I had just kept my hair in braids most of the time. and I tried flat ironing it. I bought, so many different flat irons, wasted so much money, and my hair just never turned out the way I wanted to. I wanted to look like how it does, like out of the salon, how nice and silky and straight, how beautiful it looked. And my hair, right after I flat ironed it, it still was kind of poofy. It looked like I just blow dried it. It didn't even look like I even put a flat iron to it. And I would go over and over with the flat iron like 5 or 6 times. But I stopped that because I know that was damaging my hair. Now when I flat iron it, I only go like once right through it, and it gets really straight because I found the perfect flat iron, which is the Remington Teflon flat iron. Only $30 at Walmart. It doesn't seem like it would work because of the price, but it does. It works better than any flat iron I ever bought. I usually bought like, ethnic type flat irons, used for black hair, and those never got my hair straight. With this Remington cheap Walmart flat iron, I've had it for years, and it's still working, and it's perfect, and they still sell it. It's an upgraded version, but it works just as good. So check that out. So that was my reason of getting perms. But then when I had got a perm again, it was November of 2007. That was my last perm, which was a year after my semi-big chop. I got a perm because I was tired of wearing braids, and I couldn't wear my natural hair. I wanted to be able to wear my natural hair, straightened, of course, because I didn't know how to style my natural curls, or I didn't know anything about the natural hairstyles, and I didn't even know anything about the big phenomena on YouTube where all these beautiful black women are going natural and going back to their roots. I didn't know any of that until actually earlier this year, and that's when I started using more of these protective styles and styling my natural hair, and stopped flat ironing so much. I was flat ironing only once a month, but I did get a little bit of heat damage, but just a very little, because I've been going so many times on one parts of hair, and that was earlier in the years. But so my last perm was November 2007, and what I did this time, going natural, I just stopped getting the perms. Eventually, all the perm part broke off, all of the straight part broke off, and only had like an inch at the bottom of relaxed hair. And I have a video where I had trimmed the rest of that off. I actually cut my hair 3 inches in the back to get all of the perm part and to cut my hair more even. So all of my hair is completely natural now, no more perm, and I would never go back. The reason for me getting a perm was to be able to wear my hair straight when I felt like it, or at least wear it down and have it cute, the way I want it, without having to get extensions all the time. So now that I have the perfect flat iron, the perms are no longer relevant. And I love being natural because it's so versatile. I can wear a fro one day, I can wear a twist one day, and I can just straighten my hair another day, and I can just switch it up all the time. I love sometimes my big full hair, and sometimes I want my straight sophisticated hair. And being natural, I have the choice. Having the perm, you can't do your hair in the big fros. You can do still braid outs and twist outs, but they won't be as full, and they won't be as nice to me. But it still does look nice, but you can't have it as full because it is permed and your hair is more laid down, so it's not going to have the same effect. And I just love my hair. I fell in love with my hair. I never liked my hair as a kid. I never ever liked my hair, and now I'm so happy to know these styles because I am able to style my hair and make it look beautiful like the way I've always wanted.